Story time! During the quarantine, I finally watched Black Panther. And if you haven't seen it, watch it now. It's a very important film. Finally, they gave us a black superhero whose power isn't electricity or electricity-based. Oh, and if you didn't get that joke, that's white privilege. You guys get all the superpowers, we just get the ones that make our hair frizzy. Black Lightning, Black Vulcan, Static Shock, Storm from X-Men. There's a superhero named Aqua Lad. And his power is he can breathe underwater, he can swim really fast. P.S. Electricity. And at least you gave a black man the ability to swim. We do appreciate that. But what kind of racist thought process is that? Like, oh, a black man who can keep the lights on? Must be magical. But even worse than that, we got Meteor Man with the worst powers ever. Meteor Man got hit by a meteor, and now, whenever he touches a book, for 30 seconds, magically, he knows what it says. White people do it, it's called reading. But when a black guy does it, suddenly it's a superpower, and he forgets in 30 seconds. Wakanda forever. Story time. During the quarantine, I've had tons of time to catch up on watching movies. So finally, I got the chance to watch Dunkirk. If you haven't seen Dunkirk, it's a World War II movie about England fleeing from Europe. It's basically the original Brexit film. And I think it deserved an Oscar for making history almost interesting. I mean, it didn't pull it off because history's stupid and who cares. Honestly, I'm an American. We don't even learn history in school. We just piece it together from watching movies. And people always criticize American education, but quite frankly, I've learned a lot from movies. Like slavery. I know everything about slavery. I've done my research. It was really bad. It lasted exactly 12 years. And it ended when Django got unchained. Django. Best documentary ever. Story time, part 2. Last episode, I told you guys I learned all my history from watching movies, and people always seem to have a problem with that. Everyone always says that we have to learn history or else we'll make the same mistakes over and over again. But let's be real. I'm not white, so I'm not worried. I mean, what is history if not a scrapbook of white mistakes? Slavery, genocide, Russia, disco. You should be ashamed, white people. If you're not white, all the history you need to know fits in 2 sentences. Once upon a time, dinosaurs ruled the world. 2,000 years ago, Jesus came, killed all the dinosaurs. Then Jesus was killed by the Jews were killed by the Germans died of embarrassment, and here we are today. And who said this channel wasn't educational?